Hi, Patrick here, Half Cheeto Will View. And, it's been sort of weird. It's like I'm in a supernatural type of mode. Uh, so I thought I'd go ahead and review yet another supernatural story. I already did Nefarious this week. And so I thought I would talk about 2021's The Seventh Day. Uh, the Seventh Day stars Guy Pearce as Father Peter, Vadhir Derbez as Father Daniel. I don't know if that's pronouncing it right. I hope I am. Brady Jenis as Charlie, and Stephen Lang as the Archbishop. So this is basically a spiritual version, a exorcist version of Training Day, where a young exorcist, after after 2 weeks of training, to become an exorcist, is now Father Daniel is now passed over to Father Peter to become, to learn how to become an exorcist. Um, we see in the first part of the movie where Father Peter has been traumatized in an exorcism that he was doing with his mentor, um, uh, Father Lewis, where Father Lewis was killed. Uh, but we also see some somewhat shady things going on, possibly in this exorcism. But anyway, Father Peter recovers and he becomes a mentor himself to all these young exorcists that are coming out of the church. Though the church itself, the Catholic Church itself, is saying that, yeah, we're trying not to publicize what we're doing that. Um, so now all the exorcisms are sort of being done underneath the cover of darkness. Unfortunately, though, instead of helping people, the Archbishop notices that it seems like there's more demonic possessions than ever before, despite having a new crop of exorcists coming out under the tutelage of Father Peter. So of course, we see Father Daniel and Father Peter ride around together. They go to various places and they decide they're going to help this young man named Charlie, who supposedly has killed his family. Supposedly, he axed them. He killed them with an axe, but he is definitely possessed. It looks like. So now it's up to Father Peter and Father Daniel to come in and save the day and try to find, at the heart of the mystery is what is going on with these possessions. Why are they starting to become more and more prevalent? Well, if you watch Training Day, you already know where the twist is already coming, right? Um, so this is a really interesting movie. I feel like it was more of a made for TV movie than it was a feature length film. I just there's a couple of curse words and a couple of graphic violence a little bit, but I mean those could have easily been edited out. You didn't need the curse words. The violence could have been edited out. Actually, probably not. Probably perfectly fine in today's TV movie. Um, Other than a couple of words, maybe that might have been it. Otherwise, this movie has enough. It's 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 a perfect made for TV movie. There is no suspense. There is no drama. There's no dynamic. The chemistry between the two leads is not very good. The story, I mean, if you pay attention to, if you pay attention to Father Peter, the ending is telegraphed within the first 20 minutes. It's yeah, it's and what's really sad about this is like this is actually has a pretty strong cast. It has Guy Pearce, who's been in some fantastic films, and it has Stephen Lang as the Archbishop, even though it's just a glorified cameo. You got Keith David as Father Lewis. I mean, there's just a nice young man, Vadhir Derbez. I mean, a good young guy, you know, coming up, so to speak. I mean, it's a great role for a breakout talent. But unfortunately, between the writing and the directing of Justin P. Lang, who wrote and directed this movie, it comes across as turning on a faucet and running the water in the sink. It's the same excitement. There's no excitement in this movie. It's bland. It's blah. And worst of all, it's boring. Even the final confrontation is anticlimactic. It's not exciting. It's played way too safe. There's and what's really something is this movie is still runs like this, feels like this, despite having Stephen Lang, despite having Keith David, and despite having Guy Pearce. And that is really what kills this movie, because talented actors like this can't elevate the material. But these guys couldn't do that. And the ending, leads to somewhat of a wants to be possibly sequel. Just no, not ever gonna happen. This came out on Vertical Entertainment. I give them credit for that. I like the idea of Vertical still releasing physical media. This says it's rated R. It's really not. It's rated. It's easily a PG-13 movie. There's nothing objectionable other than a couple of curse words. Otherwise, any teenager could watch this and probably get bored by it. Yeah, the effects and the budget. You could definitely tell the budget went to the cast, because there was nothing left for anything special effects wise, which is a real shame. This movie must have been made on a really thin budget, and because there's nothing here for it. There's nothing here to grab you for it. Unfortunately, this movie also does not have any special features in it. It's straight. Yeah, there's nothing. There's no special features. There's no making of, no commentary, no nothing. I got this copy at actually I got this copy at Dollar Tree. This is actually a Dollar Tree movie. But I didn't want to put it in Dollar Tree. I didn't want to put it in Dollar Theater because I just didn't think it. I didn't think it earned it. All right. If you watch the Seventh Day, let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Hopefully, Justin P. Lang. Hopefully, maybe you should take a look at Keith Thomas, whose first film was called The Vigil, and that's a really good example. Or Ashleen Clark, who did The Devil's Doorway, and Liam Gavin, who did A Dark Song. Those are all first-time directors, too, that came out and knocked it out of the box as far as supernatural horror goes. You can do that, but you got to put some effort into it, and there's just nothing here. And the funny thing is, of all those directors I just mentioned, this one has the strongest cast by far. This is an amazing cast right here. And yet, somehow, he did the least with it. Oh well, but you know what? He'll be a director I will keep my eye on. I definitely will want to see what he can do in the future, as well as Vadhir Derbez and Brady Jenis. They were pretty good in here too. They tried their very best. It's just that they were just sank by a tremendously weak and sleepy script. Oh well, all right, that's it for us. If you watch this movie, I'd like to know what your thoughts are on it. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, please consider giving us a sub. We would appreciate that. And we promise we'll do some more entertaining reviews in the future. All right, we are out of here. Have a great day. Peace.